16-bit themes, laying it down. Somebody's gonna get their box opened. Somebody's gonna get their tape split. Somebody's gonna get their box opened. Somebody's gonna get their tape split. Yeah! Open up, give me stuff, open up, give me stuff. Yeah! Shadaloo up in this mug. Street Fighter 2 Hyper Edition.
Hello, everybody. This is, crap. How did I used to do this? Hey guys, Hey guys, what's good? This is, no, that's someone else. No, that's someone else. This is your boy. No, damn it. No. Hello, everyone. No, shoot. Finally, the chase has come. No.
Hello, everyone. This is General M. Bison, and...
Bison, get out of the shot.
Oh, I never get to do anything fun. But I still have a smile on my face.
Hey, guys, this is Chase. I'm that guy with the gloves. And yep, I'm back. And we have got a lot to go through. There is just so much here, I couldn't even fit it in a frame. Oh my goodness. There's battle packs back there you can't even see. There's boxes on the ground you can't see yet. I mean, this is insane. This is why you don't take 3 months off of YouTube making your standard videos. You're going to get behind. So yeah, not going to lie, I don't even know where to begin with all this. So we're going to start with something very simple, and that is the WWE Elite Collection Ringside Collectibles Exclusive Champions Collector's Pack. We have 5 belts, 5 of the hardest to find belts in Mattel's history. On the back of the packaging, we've got a nice shot of what the belts look like in real life versus the front, where it has their matching action figure counterparts. Very cool. And from left to right, we have all 5 belts in terms of importance to me. This is the belt I wanted the most. This is the World Tag Team Championship. This is the belt that was on Monday Night Raw during the very first draft and brand split that they did. God, I just really love the look of this belt. I always thought this was such a cool tag belt. My favorite teams that had it were Booker T and Goldust, Kane and RVD, amongst many others. But yeah, I just always loved the look of these. The side plates on it were just really cool with the guys wrestling and then the WWE symbol on the side. And then the red globe, I just thought that was so cool. The Smackdown tag belts were the next most important to me because they're basically just a smaller version of the classic 80s, 90s tag belts, but all blue, you know, for Smackdown. The next up is the Hardcore Championship. I was eventually going to make a custom of this because I was not going to shell out the money for the Hardcore Kane. Even though I already have the figure, I wasn't going to shell out the money for the belt. But damn, this is a cool looking belt. I love all the duct tape plates and everything like that, and it looks awesome. It's missing a few paint details, which I can just go through and customize, so not a huge deal. This belt came with the Elite 16 Kevin Nash, so really hard to get a hold of this. And the Rated R Spinner Belt, which was a Ringside Collectibles exclusive. I bought one of these from a fellow collector on Instagram. So sorry, I forgot who it was so long ago. And I custom painted mine to look more like the real deal. So I'll probably just do the same thing with this. This was such a good idea from Mattel and for Ringside Collectibles to get this as an exclusive. I seriously hope we get another championship pack like this. We have to talk about this adorable little red machine. This is Kane from the Retro Series Hasbro figures that Mattel is doing. So awesome. It has its like tombstone motion, same as what the Series 1 Undertaker had. This thing is just adorable. I love the paint job. It really just shines. It looks so cool. The face looks pretty good. It's basically the same as the Elite Series 12 Kane, just kind of shrunk down. Glove looks good. They did mold on the studs. They're just not painted, so you just do that on both of these. And he is sadly missing his belts, but everything else on here is really awesome. By far, this is one of my favorite of the new retro figures. And then we have to talk about Mickles here. This is Mankind from Series 2. His arm function doesn't seem to be working all that well. He has a limp mandible claw. But, I mean, I know it's kind of supposed to turn and do that, but it doesn't really do the motion all that well. The face looks pretty good. It's not the best looking Mankind figure, but for as small as it is, I guess it's okay. The tie and shirt look awesome. This is more of his King of the Ring 98 attire. So it's got the brown tights and everything like that with the knee pads. The boots should have been black, though. Other than that, sweet figure. All right, so let's get into the loose figures, starting with the Elite 52, D'Lo Brown. This is one of my most anticipated figures, and I think Mattel did a stand-up job on this. The head sculpt, head scan, however you want to say it, looks great. The paint job is really nicely done, except for those eyebrows. They're just a little too weird. Love the shading in the hair and stuff like that. That looks really awesome. The best thing about this figure, though, is obviously the chest protector. This was a gimmick D'Lo had while he was injured and then just continued to wear it, and it just looks so cool. Love all the molding and stuff, and just very well painted. The straps on the back look cool as well. And then just pops off. And there you go. Pretty awesome. And he's got his singlet underneath. Very reminiscent of his Nation of Domination days, his best days. He's got the knee pads with the cuts in the back, so if you have an AJ Styles and you want him to have knee pads, there you go. Does he have smaller legs than his boots? I can't tell what's going on there, but it looks like the boots just aren't lining up properly. I don't know, maybe some parts got swapped or something? Or maybe he's got 2 left feet. I don't know. I mean, the boots look right, it just doesn't look like they fit over his legs, or they don't line up properly. Very weird, but still, D'Lo's a good figure. Also comes with the European Championship. And you're probably wondering who this person is lying on the ground. That is Damien, Jake Snake. I got this in a trade with BEW. And we have Viktor from the Ascension. Love the shoulder pad thing, although the Ascension were so cool without the gimmick of being Road Warrior ripoffs. I hate WWE for doing that to them. They were such a badass team in NXT. Viktor's got a pretty just basic face. It would have been cool to have a version of him screaming. It's decent. Not a fan of the face paint. Never was with these guys. It's just too Temple of Doomish. His hair looks good, though. The tights are really cool. The studded pattern everywhere. The red really pops. He's got the same slit knee pads as D'Lo. His boots look pretty cool, and then he's got like his little like Mortal Kombat flappy thing here with the all-seeing eye there, or the Illuminati eye. Pretty freaking awesome. I think Viktor and Connor just deserve so much more. God, they get treated so... They've just been treated so badly on the main roster. It makes me really sad. But picked him up on Amazon for $9, so that was awesome. Same thing with D'Lo. Got him on Amazon for like 10 or 13 bucks. I can't really remember. But anyway, awesome stuff. So what's going on here? This is a custom Shawn Michaels SummerSlam 2005 Shawn Michaels that I am making for Mike the Wrestling Collector. And this is as far as I have gotten on this. This was made using the DX Walgreens exclusive Shawn Michaels. Very reminiscent of the one I made Wad Figs. The added bonus is that this one has the molded chap accessories, whereas we used the WrestleMania 28 referee Shawn Michaels for Wad Figs. This one has got the zippers and the little heart things on there already, so it's a little bit easier. I kind of have like a grid I can use. And yeah, I'm happy with how this is turning out so far. I'm going to have to make myself one of those one of these days. Right here is another Shawn Michaels I have. I had one of these from Dylan_WW_figures on Instagram, but had to give it back to him because I couldn't completed his custom order when I just kind of stopped making customs for a long time. But I was able to get another one from BEW, and this was one of Shawn Michaels' first Elite figures. Was never a fan of this attire, so it is going to be turned into a custom. I just don't know what yet. I also got Earthquake from BEW, because I'm going to turn him into another custom. Here we have the Elite 49 Legend Killer Randy Orton. This is a badass figure. His arms are a little too big. The shirt is super tight on him, but let's face it, any shirt on Randy Orton would be that tight. And t-shirts are too tight too, Billy! I love that it's his NWO RKO shirt. That was probably my favorite Randy Orton shirt that he's ever had. He's got his tattoos, minus the skull sleeves, because, you know, that's just what he had back in the day, and it's looking pretty awesome. Those dumb, stupid tribal tattoos that everybody had in the early 2000s, and for some reason people are still getting today. This is Orton in back on blue with his tribal design. So I also have here the Elite 49 Apollo Crews, and his attire was just a little too basic. I like his newer look. I'm going to turn this into a Ghostbusters custom to go along with my Zack Ryder Ghostbusters Elite, so he'll kind of be like the Winston of the stable. So I have to make a Janine, which will probably be Bailey. And I know I want to make a Kurt Hawkins, and I don't know who I'm going to make else for the Ghostbusters stable. Here we have the Elite 53, Heath Slater. He's got kids, damn it. See? He needs this job. Not a fan of the shirt. I just wish it could have been made out of fabric. But take the shirt off him. Because these Mattel shirts, they're fine for what they are, but yeah. So I don't really know this. Does Slater's tattoos have any color in them? Because these just seem like just really basic. They're cool designs and everything, but there's just no color to them. I love his new head sculpt. Very awesome. Looks so much like Heath Slater, and I love the paint job on it. It's got some scuffing in there that I need to get rid of. His tights are cool, just a dark blue, says Slater on the front. It's got a whole bunch of cool gears and designs on here. Kind of reminds me of Becky Lynch. And it says wild card on the side, because he was the wild card. You never knew what he was going to do. Was he going to be on Raw? Was he going to be on Smackdown? We just didn't know. Good times. And he's got the new style elbow joints, which again, I'm not mad at. It's a cleaner bend, I think, but I just wish there was rotation in there. It just kind of sucks. He's got basic black boots with an S on each side, kind of like in like rhinestone or something. So yeah. But the reason to get this figure, obviously, is to get a second SmackDown Live tag belt, which looks really, really awesome. I just wish these belts had a little bit more color to them. They would really stand out instead of just having big, giant silver plates. But they look way better than the big penny plates. And I might pick up another Slater instead of getting that Rhino, just so I can have a completed set of the tag belts. Here we have the basic Corey Graves, looking pretty good. They went a little too cartoony on the paint on the face, but I see Corey Graves in the face. I love what they did with the hair. The hair looks awesome. He's got his tattoos under his neck, which is a good touch. It's a basic suited body. He does have his tattoos on his hands. It says stay down on his knuckles. Freaking awesome. Pretty certain people have taken these parts and made custom Elite Corey Graves. I might do that as well, or I might just find a better suited body for him. But for a basic, pretty good stuff. Okay, so here we have the Elite 51 Berserker. I had no interest in this figure. I was never that big of a Berserker fan. I saw it on Amazon for really cheap, so I just said, oh, what the hell. He's got a big dumb Viking helmet. He's got his face doing that huff, and his tongue sticking out. It's just goofy. He's got a sword and a shield, which fit pretty nicely into his hands. He's got his tunic, all blue. Again, not being a big Berserker fan, I wasn't a fan of the brown tunic, but the blue looks pretty good. And then he's got his Bruiser Brody style boots down here. It does kind of hinder articulation a little bit, but not too much. And I do like the look of them. Kind of looks like he skinned a Wampa Ice Beast. Or he shaved off Grizzly Adams' beard. Who knows? So then we have the Toys R Us / Amazon exclusive Andre the Giant. This figure just makes me laugh. I really like just looking at it. You see Andre's jolly old face here, smiling. Anybody want a peanut? And the hair looks great. It looks better than that wig afro hair that came with his Elite 29. He's got a cowboy-like vest on. And the body type is kind of like his WrestleMania 1 attire. So if you want to head swap it, you'll have that. He's got big red boots. Pretty cool. White laces. Black soles. Pretty awesome. The main reason I got this figure, I love my Elite 29 Andre the Giant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably just swap heads or hands, because I really wanted these Andre the Giant hands. They are freaking massive. Like, look at him. He just palmed Shawn Michaels with his hand. That's freaking dope. And I'd probably get these for Big Show as well, because his hands are like the same small hands as well. I mean, again, but if you want an Andre the Giant figure, I recommend this one. It's pretty awesome. So this is part 1 of the video, and in the next part, we're going to talk about some of the Target exclusives. We've got the NXT line Shinsuke Nakamura. It's the only one I picked up from that wave. I would have gotten the Revival, but I'm waiting for Elites with the jackets. We've got Diesel, who's trying to eat his Intercontinental title belt. We got Roddy Piper, Jake the Snake. Back there, it's a little hard to see, but I got the Miz and Daniel Bryan battle pack. We got the Defining Moments Chris Jericho up there. We've got John Cena, WrestleMania 34 Elite, Elite 54 Bray Wyatt, Jimmy Uso. Got the Steph and Mick Foley battle pack, and we have the Elite New Day, the newest ones from 52 and 53. And of course, we have the Festival of Friendship. I cannot wait to talk about this set. Oh my god. I can't believe they swapped the belts on them. That's so funny. Okay, well, I think that's going to wrap it up. I mean, I don't think I'm forgetting anybody else. Who else could I be forgetting? Hi, Virgil! I would review your figure, dude, but I don't have $10 to give you. Because, you know, I can't get an autograph, can't get a picture, can't get anything from Virgil unless you give him some money. That's okay. I mean, you were a WWE superstar after all. Doesn't that make you happy? Alright, I'm just kidding. We'll talk about Virgil. So Virgil amazingly comes with his convention sign when he goes to cons and stuff like that. It says WWE Superstar Virgil. Usually it's behind him and then no one's in front of him. It would have been kind of funny if I would have printed out some little Virgil pictures and put it here. But this is amazing. This is the quintessential late 80s, early 90s Virgil. The head sculpt, pretty spot on. I love the suit. The colors in it really pop. The silver shines. The purplish pink shines out too. The little bow tie is awesome. I think Virgil was pretty jacked back then. So arms are pretty accurate. He's got the new elbow joints, so however you feel on that. He's got his trousers here with the purple going all the way down, looking awesome. And good articulation in it. It's kind of like the old school DCUC Mattel figures. And they have used that on previous suited characters and whatnot. So yeah, that's awesome. He's got the elite articulation. He's got some white shoes on. Great looking Virgil figure. If you have a $1 Million Man figure, you really need to get this. Toys R Us, $20. The packaging on it's really awesome as well. I sadly ripped it apart while I was going over the figure, but getting right back into this, we're going to start with some of these Hall of Fame figures. So I'd say let's start with everybody's favorite champion, the man who held down the New Generation era, was the biggest draw since Hulk Hogan. Of course I'm talking about Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Also, if you don't know what sarcasm is, well, then I can't help you there. And here we have Big Daddy Cool himself. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited about this. By far, this is one of the best figures of the year. It's probably my favorite Hall of Fame figure for 2017. Just such a badass figure. I'm so loving this head sculpt on Diesel. He's got the freaking power mullet going on. The sunglasses look amazing, the way they're kind of tilted, almost like he's got snarling eyebrows or whatever. Looking awesome. Come right off, and he's got that smirking expression, that smugness that him and the Clique had. Oh, such a good head sculpt, or scan, whatever. Paint job on it's great. I could easily tell this is Kevin Nash or Diesel. He does come with the Intercontinental Championship belt. It's the same one that came with the Defining Moments Razor Ramon, and should have come with the Macho Man Defining Moments, but didn't. Good belt. It's a little janky. It's kind of warped, but no big deal. I don't think Diesel was wearing his elbow pad at the time, so you have to forgive me if I miss out on that detail. He does have a glove, which, unlike his Elite 16, it's not an Undertaker glove, it's just a glove that's horribly painted. Like, the flesh tone on it is just nasty looking, where his like finger holes are supposed to be poking out and stuff, and of course it's missing a little bit there. So we'll have to fix that. He does have his accurate tattoos, looking awesome. He's got the biker vest. And you've got his singlet top that says Diesel. So freaking awesome. Love it. He's got his belt with the leather pants and the fringe hanging off of the side. Love this figure. God.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Anyway, here's Roddy Piper. Loving the face sculpt. I love the screaming, somewhat smiling expression. Totally representing Piper from his more wild days. His hair is a darker shade of brown than I would prefer. I mean, it's kind of hard. They haven't made a Roddy Piper with his more blondish hair, but that's okay. I still really like it. The shirt's looking awesome. I don't think it's as good as the one that came with his entrance grates, but I'd say it's probably decent. It's up there. I still really like it. So bottom line. Now, the one thing I was bothered by was that he has a molded on kilt. I mean, the previous Pipers we've seen, he has a fabric kilt, easier for articulation. But it is actually nice looking. The belt's molded on there very well, so are the side straps. It's painted pretty well. Comes off easy enough. She's just down there being a terror. And the shirt just unvelcros from the back. It's got the small blue knee pads, the white socks with the blue trim sticking out, and those, like, I don't really know. They're like a metallic brown, I want to say. I don't really know the color of the boots, but it says RP for Roddy Piper. So pretty awesome. I mean, if you guys have yet to pick up a Piper Elite, this is definitely the one to get.
Trust me, trust me, trust me.
So now we're at the Snake Man. I don't know, folks. Should we trust him? Should we let the snake out of the bag? Freaking love the snake accessories. I just kind of wish we would have gotten something a little bit new. These are the same molds that they use for his, pretty much every Jake the Snake that's come out. But it is cool. I finally have Redemption. I believe that's what the snake is named. It's either Redemption or Retribution. I can't remember. But pretty awesome. There's not really much detailing in them aside from good-looking faces and the scales and stuff like that. Like, they don't have that, like, spotted pattern that the snakes have. Big fan of Jake the Snake. You should definitely check out the Resurrection of Jake the Snake Roberts. It's such good watch. God bless DDP. Saw this man live on one of his comedy tours, and dude, he's amazing. Such a great storyteller. Also, you can check him out in DGDX's newest animation, link in description down below. Check it out. Now, this is a great looking figure. My only problems with it, though, is that it's the same Jake head sculpt that they've been using for a long time now. It was on the Legends, the All-Stars 2-pack, his battle pack with Dean Ambrose. I would have really liked it if they would have given us one of him, like, smiling or something, you know? Because Jake had such a charismatic smile. They gave him too ripped of a torso. I liked the design of the chest hair and everything like that, but Jake was just never this jacked. Why didn't you guys just go with the Legends torso? I don't understand. His tights are really cool. They're all white. There's a rat in a pink robe for ravishing Rick Rude, and on the back it's a big blue snake coming to eat him. So this is clearly from his feud with ravishing Rick Rude. I almost thought for a second when we first saw this figure, because it was the white tights, I thought it was going to be from his WrestleMania 8 match with The Undertaker. He's got snakeskin boots, looking awesome. And yeah, it's a solid Jake the Snake figure. It's hard to find that Legends Elite or the All-Stars 2-pack, so you can't go wrong with this one. He's got his two snakes. Oh man, please make 96 Royal Rumble Jake the Snake or King of the Ring 96 Jake the Snake. I love that attire. Oh my god, that'd be so cool to have it. So we go from Big Daddy Cool to the Hot Scott to the Snake Man to the King of Strong Style. I'm not going to call him the artist. I'm not going to call him the rock star. This is Shinsuke Nakamura. I love the NXT packaging. On the back, or in the backer card, you can see it's got the Nakamura graphic from when he was in NXT, when they were still referring to him as the King of Strong Style. Freaking awesome. For some reason, they put the date of his match with AJ Styles at the Tokyo Dome for Wrestle Kingdom. That's so funny. The other figures you can get are Asuka and the Revival. So yeah, like I said, I'm loving this NXT backer card with his Strong Style font. Totally awesome. And here he is, the King. I'm really digging that head sculpt. The hair looks great. I love the way, like, you can kind of see his mouth guard sticking through. He's just giving you that predatory look, like he's about to ram your teeth down your throat, courtesy of a Kinshasa. Loving this Captain Hook style jacket that he sadly only wore in a promo and a video package for NXT. It would have been cool to get like a fabric version of his leather coat. That would have been pretty that would have been pretty dope in my opinion. But it looks great with all the buttons and everything, and you know, just all the details and stuff, and you got the fringe hanging off, the Captain Crunch fringe hanging off of his shoulder pads. Pretty freaking cool. God, this would have been so much better if it was made out of fabric. Comes off easy enough, and once that's off, you can put on his arm sash. That one is red, looking good. It's got red wrist cuffs, red belt with some silver studding. It's got silver studding on his leather pants going all the way down, and it looks awesome. You can kind of see his knee pads poking through, just like in his Defining Moments Elite. Really liking this figure, too. It's got the same articulation as his Defining Moments, so if you're not happy with the torso, you'd probably feel the same here. But I like it. I love the Defining Moments Shinsuke Nakamura, but this one, God, that head sculpt just really gets me, man. I think I might be liking that a little bit more than the Defining Moments. I'll have to compare them side by side later, but geez, just such a good looking figure. Yeah! Alright, so I think we're going to wrap up this video with our Festival of Friendship, and we're just going to get right into it, and... I'm not sour.
Don't you dare be sour! Clap for your world-famous four-time champs and feel the power! It's a new day, yes it is!
Alright, so we're going to take a look at the newest Elite New Day figures. We have got the Elite 52, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, and the Elite 53, Big E. And I want to start things off with the Big E from Elite 53. This is absolutely my favorite Big E head sculpt. I think that looks so much like him. They did a wonderful job with it. He does come with the unicorn horn. It's the same color as Xavier Woods. It's like a very light, pale blue. Looks pretty good, though. Yeah, loving that head sculpt. Just captures so much of his personality. Love this coat. Looks, God. Okay, it's so weird. It's like I wasn't a big fan of this attire when they had it at Clash of Champions, but in figure form, I think it looks pretty well. I mean, the blue and this like salmon-like orange really pops. it looks so freaking good. Love the design of it, where you got the unicorn running across his, running across the front of the coat. All the stars and stuff look great, or the flashes. New Day on the back. Loving it. I think the one accessory missing from either one of these guys is a box of Bootios. I mean, Kofi Kingston only comes with his vest and the unicorn horn. He should have came with the Bootios. Sad. Or even just the giant Cheerio version that they had. So yeah, Big E's attire, looking great. Biggest addition to him, though, is he has deco on his boots now. He's got the unicorn horn, looking great. And it's on the inside and the outside. So good on you, Mattel, for adding that. So we've got the face from the Bootios 3-pack with the hair from the Elite 42. It's a pretty good combination here. Again, he's got the same unicorn horn as Big E. He's got his armbands here, looking pretty good. I wish he would have came with a second open hand. Would have made for posing with Francesca here a little easier. He's got his vest here, and I'm loving the design. Looking great. Tights got the unicorn on the back, New Day symbol there, and on the front he's got a unicorn. And he has his horned shoes here, much like the Sheik, or the Iron Sheik in Sergeant Slaughter, and it's got the New Day symbol on the bottom. So yeah, another awesome figure. If you didn't pick up the Elite 42 Xavier Woods, which I don't know what happened, why that figure became so rare and so expensive. And here he is without the vest, ready for battle. It'd be really neat if we got their, I don't remember what pay-per-view it was from, but the one where they had the Stars and Stripes unicorn design. Man, that'd be so freaking cool. Or, God, I would love to get their up, up, down, down design in Elite form. That'd just be amazing. So here's Kofi Kingston, and again, he is basically just a rehash of his Elite, not that that's a bad thing, but still. Good face sculpt on it, I always liked it. Here you can see, got the unicorn horn, except it's a different color, it's a bright yellow. He's got a different style vest than Xavier Woods with the two unicorns right there. Almost reminds me of that part in the Never-Ending Story, which, don't want to bring that up. It's got the New Day symbol on the back, and it's got a hood. So this is kind of like the same hoodie style vest that the Elite 47 and Network Spotlight AJ Styles have. Slides off. Except it's really stiff. He's got a super ripped torso. He's got his tattoos on the back and sides here. Looking pretty freaking killer. And he has his New Day symbols on the back of the trunks. And this cool dual unicorn thing. When opposite colors, got a white unicorn and a blue unicorn. Different colored manes too. Really awesome. Loving the new shoes. And oh my, you can actually even see New down there, like it's like he's wearing little tiny New Day socks. Man, that is awesome. Yeah, this is definitely a step up from his Elite 42. This is probably my favorite Kofi Kingston New Day version so far. Man, it's so cool. Love those shoes. So yeah, definitely recommend Elite 52, Kofi, Xavier. and Elite 53 Big E. So we're going to open up these General Manager battle packs here. Got Daniel Bryan with The Miz, who gave him so much trouble when he was on Smackdown Live. And we have Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon. And so here's the most must-see WWE superstar of all time, the A-lister, the Hollywood actor, The Miz. Here's his new head sculpt. The people's eyebrow. The people's Mizbrow. I don't know what you want to call it. It's so goofy looking. I don't know if I'm a fan of this head sculpt or not. His last one in his battle pack with Maurice and the Elite 53, I think, looks a lot better. His Elite 24, I think that's still my favorite Miz head sculpt or scan or whatever. And hair looks okay, but yeah. So it's just a basic Miz attire. Nothing to write home about. Who writes home? Who writes home anymore? You send text messages. Main reason to buy this set is for the new Daniel Bryan. This is his general manager attire, and again, they kind of cheaped out and just went with a basic suited Daniel Bryan. He should have been wearing like a flannel shirt or something like that, but whatever. He's got his smiling expression with the new short haircut and the new shorter beard. I love this. It looks so much like Daniel Bryan. The eyes make him look a little crazy. You know, like he just is tired of eating all that vegan food. And he's just so sick of having the duties of being SmackDown Live General Manager. He's tired of Shane McMahon. He's tired of Sami Zayn. He's tired of Kevin Owens. He's tired of all of it. He just wants to wrestle. He just wants to wrestle people. Yes, 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 yes. And he's got white shoes with an all-black suit and a light blue undershirt. So yeah, good figure. I would recommend getting it just for this. Although what would have been cool, they should have given him a set of pointed hands with the fingers up so he could just do the yes chant. Ideas for you, Mattel. Try them out. Right out of the packaging. Right out of the packaging. And here we have General Manager Mick Foley. Wow. I love the beard. The hair is just crazy Mick Foley hair. I love the shirts. Have a nice raw with the flannel smiley face all in red. Looks really awesome. It's even got a little pocket up there so you can tell this is reused from a Bray Wyatt figure. He's got his beige sports coat on with the arms here. And again, these are the arms that rotate. Why do they have the rotation and the other figures don't? I know this is the new style where they don't have the rotation up in here, but oh my god. So yeah, that's good. I do like it. I do like that. That's not too bad. And he has his basic articulation in the legs. Oh wow, that's terrible. Terrifying. And he has all black shoes. So yeah, great General Manager figure. It's nice to see an updated Mick Foley. And yeah, it's a good figure. The champ is here. WrestleMania 34 Heritage Series Elite. John Cena includes entrance gear. Love the packaging. The New Orleans packaging just looks so awesome. I remembered when they came out with the first set of WrestleMania Heritage Elites, the Shawn Michaels and the Bret Hart. The New Orleans packaging looks so freaking cool on that, and it's just as good here. Loving it. This is probably like the best WrestleMania John Cena they could have done, maybe aside from WrestleMania 22. If he would have came out in like the overcoat and the hat and the Tommy gun, that would have been crazy. Sadly, it doesn't come with the WWE Championship, so I don't understand the decision behind that. So the other figures you can get are the Bionic Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I will be getting him. WrestleMania 33? WrestleMania 33 Randy Orton. And Kevin Owens from WrestleMania 33. Well, here's John Cena out of the packaging, and I gotta say this figure is a bit of a disappointment. I mean, across the board, it just is. So we're gonna get into everything as to why. First off, I love the hat. The hat on paper is a cool idea. His more military style hat when he was, you know, kind of doing his Marine shtick. Except the deco on the front of it is not dead center. If you look at the box, you'll see that this little military patch, it's supposed to be in the center, and it's not. It's just slightly to the left. Wow. That sucks. Paint job on it's decent enough. And getting an up-close look at Cena, I like the youthful look in this face sculpt. It looks a lot better than his Defining Moments throwback Dr. Thugonomics one. It just looks like a younger John Cena. The fading's nice. I love what they did with the hair. Eyebrows are a little messed up, but other than that, this just looks so much like John Cena. They did a good job here. He's got his dog tags. Awesome. He's got his Live Fast, Fight Hard shirt with the, Raging Bulldog thing here, which I think they could have made that a little bit bigger. Just the deco right there, it could have been bigger. And I think the t-shirt's too tight. It's just like, good lord, he's going to burst right out of this thing, or it's going to rip it in half.
And the t-shirts are too tight too, Billy!
Now, he's got his armbands here, which I'm impressed they got the little bulldog symbols right there, but man, they really need to make a John Cena where they mold on his sweatbands that he double layers on his arms. That would look so much better, because it's kind of hard to, like, you can't tell that he's supposed to be wearing two different armbands, you know? So that's just my complaint about that. And he doesn't have his headband right there. Come on. What are you guys doing? He's got his Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect boxers on with the chain gang symbol sadly sticking above where it's supposed to cut off. So that just doesn't look very good, but I appreciate you guys for trying. See, it looked okay on the back, but on the front just doesn't look good. I like the shorts, how they went with the long style, and it's got the that army green on there looking good. His unfortunately his shoes are really loose, so this just kind of spins around willy-nilly. You can't see it, just that just kind of sucks. And it's just an all basic black deco. I can't remember if that's kind of what he had at WrestleMania 23, but if it had a design on it, I wish it could have had some variation on it. So I was really looking forward to this Cena. I just got a bad one apparently. Alright, so we have our two entries from Elite 54, Bray Wyatt and Jimmy Uso. Jimmy, I am going to save for the next video, and you will find out why. It's pretty obvious why. But we are going to talk about the Elite 54, Bray Wyatt. And here we have our Eater of Worlds, Bray Wyatt. Man, it has been forever since we had a new Elite of him. We haven't had one since Elite 36. So freaking long ago. Yeah, Bray Wyatt was definitely due for an Elite. He should have had at least two since Elite 36, but whatever. God, I am loving the way this figure looks. Let's just jump right into this thing. So yeah, the first thing I wanted to talk about were the new backer cards. This is the first one I've seen right now. It's Bray Wyatt doing his upside down spider walk. That looks really cool. I love the artwork by the artist who did this. I just forget the name at the moment, so sorry about that. Sorry, guy. And so getting our up close look at Wyatt here. He's got a newish head sculpt. I think this might have been on a battle pack or something, but I really like it. The beard looks great. The expression, just that manic smile, dude. Looking awesome. His hair is all over the place, and it's got those, like, braided in parts. I like the color variations on it. Pretty freaking cool. Obviously, it's all spread out that way for this amazing vest. He's got the fur sticking out and everything. Totally looking like Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, that's awesome. All of his tattoos look great, including all the new ones. He's got his long black glove with the one brown finger on it. I forget what that's for, but it's still pretty freaking awesome. I can't tell if this is a new lantern or not. It looks somewhat newish. I don't remember the first one looking like this, so pretty good accessory. I wonder if it glows in the dark like how the first one was supposed to. And so here you have Bray Wyatt without the vest on. He's got his shirt right there that looks pretty good. It says, "I am fear," with like a handprint, like supposed to be probably like a bloody handprint, but obviously you can't use red because it's WWE and it's PG. And on the back it says, "Illuminate Oblivion." Pretty freaking cool. He's pretty much all in black except for like the super dark shades of brown that are on his pants. And the molding on here is incredible. You see all the tearing and stitching and stuff like this. This is what should be on the next Braun Strowman Elite. The Elite 52, they just painted on those details, which kind of sucks. But this Bray Wyatt's got zippers, he's got tears, he's got patches. God, that looks so freaking good. And the shoes, these dark purple Joker-esque shoes, man. God, yeah, I gotta say, this is one of my favorite Elites. This is probably my favorite Bray Wyatt Elite. There's just so much detailing in it. You can't go wrong with it. Follow the buzzards and get this damn figure. Alright, so we're going to end this video with Chris Jericho's Defining Moments figure. So, we have been waiting for a flashback Chris Jericho to really just blow us away, and I think this one does it. based on his amazing performance at Vengeance 2001 when he defeated The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin to capture the WCW World Heavyweight Championship and the WWF Champion in the same night, making him the very first undisputed champion. Unless you count Ric Flair in 1992. Packaging on here looks awesome. You got a nice portrait of Chris Jericho on the back. Of course, it has a description of his amazing victory. And it has the layout of his tights design here. So in the backer card, which WWE likes to put these really cool dioramas in here, you've got Chris Jericho holding up the WCW World Championship on this side, looking like a crazy person. It says Jericho right down there, much like how it does on his boots. And on that side of the diorama, it's got him holding both titles. And so here we have My Damn Toys Figure of the Year, the Defining Moments Chris Jericho, and also an honorable mention on Captain McKay's list. So Jericho has a new face sculpt where he's just got that little smirk on him. I think that looks pretty damn good. Looks a lot better than the Ringside Collectibles one. He's got his dark blonde hair, and he's got red highlights going on the tips, looking awesome. I guess they're not highlights, they're lowlights or whatever. I don't know, not a fashion person or a hairstylist. It's got a black elbow pad, black wrist tape, black tights with the metallic blue and silver outlining on them. Just a crazy tribal design. Don't know what it means, don't know why he has it. He's got his boots with the gold Jericho font on there. Classy. He's got black knee pads, and he has the two title belts, the WWF Championship and the World Heavyweight Championship, the WCW one. Even though this is the same version that we've always had with the big jewel pieces, and this one says WWE, not WWF. I say WWF because he won it while it was still the WWF. Overall, this is one of the best Chris Jericho elites ever. My Damn Toys and Captain McKay, they were so right to honor this figure, including it in their best of. And more than likely, I'm going to do the same when I make my Best of 2017 video. Speaking of My Damn Toys, I have a package here from him. He was looking for a Roman Reigns Elite, and I decided to trade him one of mine. And I basically just asked to see, well, what do you got, brother? And so he sent me this. It is a complete Hall of Fame Jimmy Hart, baby. Now, I already have this figure, and it was on my best of honorable mentions last year, but I plan on taking this Jimmy Hart, who is running around cutting a promo for Chris Jericho. He just won't stop because, well, he's a little spitfire. I planned on making a custom of this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet, if I want to make a Hulk Hogan custom or a Nasty Boys or an Earthquake one, or I might do an original design, but I got him. I'm happy. My Damn Toys, hope you're happy with the Roman figure. And yeah, so that is going to end this part of our long Hall of Pain journey. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about the Festival of Friendship, and we've got a couple of boxes that need their tape split. See you next time. And we have Connor from the Ascension. 3, 2, 1. Oh, now that Kane and Man. 3, 2, 1. Now that the Hasbros are out of the way, let's get to 3, 2, 1. And here we have the New Day out of their packaging and all of their bootio gloriness. That sounded weird. Got his vest here. Love the